Man, Laker Nation, stand up. Raj, Dre, I want to hear you guys' opinion Saturday night while I was about to take NyQuil, if you know what I mean, go to sleep. The Lakers in-season tournament, which they will apparently, Raj, hang a banner for November 18th. Even Dre's holding has his face in his LeBron James looking like he's 21 years old, out hustling Zion Williamson. AD looking like Wilt Chamberlain or looking like Kareem, another Laker great. The Lakers win the first ever NBA in-season tournament. Each player and coach $500,000 richer. We also did see the emergence of a superstar. I'm gonna get to that a little bit later, but I want to get the Lakers'
Yeah.
perspective. Raj, how are you feeling? Are you giving us that Magic Johnson smile? Because the Rangers, the Lakers, much like the Ravens, they what did they do? They smashed them, they stacked them, and they pinned them.
They
Bro, I am ecstatic, man. I'm happy the Lakers are the first team to win this in season tournament. I didn't expect much going into it. If you can check back on some of the Monday night shows we did, I said this thing is goofy. I said this thing is probably going to flop, and I didn't know what the hell to expect from it. But actually watching it these past couple of months, man, I see why Adam Silver did what he did. And the games themselves, they were great to watch. They was very, the floors were very colorful. You know what I'm saying? And that was a good look for the NBA as well. And then just going to Vegas and watching the Lakers and Pelicans and Indiana and the Bucks. Although the Pelicans got their asses kicked, the Lakers played some extremely great basketball. AD looked like he did in 2020 when they won a championship. And I just thought it was a good tournament altogether. And I thought it was a success. And for LeBron James to be the first person, the first MVP of the in-season tournament, I think it's going to do wonders going forward for this, especially for years to come. So I'm happy about it. I'm happy the Lakers are the first team to actually get it. I know people are going to make fun of it or whatever, but I thought it was a good thing for the NBA, man. I do like what Adam Silver is doing, man. He is definitely trying to, keep the games, interesting. Keep the sport a lot more fun. Hopefully, we'll see what happens with the All-Star game coming up in February. He made some changes for that as well. They're going back to the West and Eastern Conference battle against each other, so that's a good thing. Definitely want to see what happens with that. But I just like the way that the NBA, did this, and I like the way that the Lakers played. Of course, this isn't the June championship that we want, but this is a good start for the Lakers if they actually want to win the whole thing. And in the summer they look really good, man. Hey, if AD can keep this up until June, if they make it to June, uh, I don't see who's gonna stop him, man. I mean, other than of course, the Joker. I don't see who else can really stop him. And I like a motivated AD. He hasn't missed too many games so far, and that's a good
Only
thing.
missed one, Raj.
Only missed one. LeBron James still looks like he did, man. 10 to 20 years ago, playing extremely great basketball. He's gotten a lot better shooting the basketball as well. And I just like what I'm seeing from the Lakers, man. I really do. But this is definitely a success. Um, the Lakers played extremely hard. They wanted this, and the Indiana Pacers, they played extremely well as very well too. Going into this, so great W for the NBA right now. A great W going forward.
Jersey Dre, I got to get your opinion, man. Before the season, you thought the Lakers could win it all. This could be a precursor to what you called, man. And I know you love seeing your boy, Go James, add to his legacy yet again.
um I'm curious also about Cravante's take when after I say what I got to say, but I agree with Raj. I think that if the Lakers play how they played during this in-season tournament, they could really win it all. You have a motivated AD, LeBron James. He's always playing motivated, but you could just see like he really wanted it. He well deserved of the MVP if they took in the totality of the body of work. If they were just going off the one game, the closeout game, Anthony Davis should have won it because he, hands down, was the best player out there. I mean, he was the Dikembe Mutombo and out there blocking shots. I mean, scoring points like Will Chamberlain, you name it, he was doing it. I think that the thing that I liked about the in-season tournament, and like you said, we've been doing this show for close to 10 years now. Um, we always say that the NBA season doesn't start until Christmas. And the one thing that I took out of this tournament is that you can get good competitive basketball prior to Christmas. You can get these 82 games that they keep trying to reduce, but you see that they I don't know if it was the trophy, I don't know if it was the money. I don't give a damn what the motivation was, honestly speaking. I saw good competitive basketball. I saw players uh, that really wanted it out there. I mean, granted, Draymond may have gotten a little bit out of hand, but it was still you like that fire, you like that competitiveness with players. You can be friends, or you want to be on the court. I'm sorry, off the court, but on the court you guys need to battle. I mean, we've seen people who have been really good friends. Jordan and Charles Barkley, good friends. They still went at it. Isaiah and Magic, they went at it. So you have to go at it because it's a competition at the end of the day. And that's the thing that I really, really loved about the tournament. Like you said, Byron, we saw a Pacers team with an emerging superstar who got a chance to make a name for himself on a national stage. We got to see something that we've collabed and we talked about for years, the collaboration for TNT and ESPN. And we finally saw that Wilbur, Stephen A, along with the TNT crew of Shaq, Ernie, the Jet, and Charles. So it was a lot of really great things that came out of this tournament that I really like. I like it that LeBron James was able to cement his legacy. Yes, we question what Adam Silver was doing with the in-season tournament, but everything that he's done thus far has kind of honestly been a success. The in-season tournament thus far, we saw competitive basketball. The play-in tournament, we were unsure about the play-in tournament for years, but now it's something that we actually look forward to. Who's going to get these last seeds and be able to get into the playoffs? Adam Silver has been doing something about load management, and I just realized that he's close to his 10 year as commissioner of the NBA. So great work right now being done by Adam Silver, not being afraid to try new things and trying to get the best out of all the NBA players right now. I think hats off to him. A great successful tournament, and hopefully this can be a continuing motivational factor for us to get good competitive basketball prior to Christmas Day.
Cravante, I want to get your thoughts not only on the Lakers winning, but we saw an emerging superstar. Obviously, we know LeBron. He's about to be 39. He's not going to play forever as great as he's playing. We got Greek Freak. We got KD. We got Booker. We got AD. We got JT up in Boston. But these young crop of superstars, you look at a Tyrese Halliburton, you look at an Anthony Edwards up in Minnesota, SGA and OKC, just people that come to mind off the top of my head. Some of these young superstars, you want to say Jalen Brunson in New York, even the league is in great hands as a whole.
Um, so I agree with a lot of what Dre and Raj was were saying. With the motivated AD, the Lakers will go far. How far it will be determined by how long AD stays motivated. Um, so that's number one. And I don't even know if it's congratulations is in order for real, but
They're
okay.
hanging a banner, Cravante. It may be a low level goofy for you,
That's
but
a
for the
lot.
Lakers fans, they're going to say they got as many as Boston now. You know they're going to
That's
say that. You know they're
that's
Well,
a
going to
well,
lot.
say
well,
that.
we're not gonna
No,
do
no,
all
no,
that.
no, no, no.
We're not doing that.
Do not say
No,
Laker Nation going to do that.
no,
No,
we're
we
not
don't do
doing that.
that.
Okay.
No,
All
we
right.
we know
That's
we know what the
that's
end
a lot.
goal is. We got to beat Boston to 18.
That's
Okay. All right.
that's a I think that's a whole lot, but I mean, a win is a win, right? So, do what y'all do. LeBron James, one of the few guys. Well, one of the few guys that does not need motivation to play hard basketball, hard competitive basketball, which you guys were talking about. But another thing I want to touch on, and Dre was pointed this out. Adam Silver is doing a really, really, really good job at moving the NBA, and moving the NBA forward, and not being scared to take chances. Because when they explained this in season tournament, I was like, "What? This sounds dumb. Like this sounds extra goofy." But watching it play out, I thought the court was a bit much. I was like, my eyes, like I felt like the basketball court was a bit much. But I understand it. Like it's a new thing. You want to pow. You want it to be in everybody's face, and that's for damn sure what it was. Um, and the point is to and if we look at Adam Silver's last few big changes with the NBA, it's about keeping things competitive. We added the 9 and the 10th seed to both conferences over the past couple years. I don't know how long it's been like that. It's been like 2-3 years, something like that.
I think this is like year four. Year four.
Oh,
Year
wow.
4, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I love that aspect because you giving 2 more teams an opportunity to get into the tournament, and then we have teams that come up like I believe what was with the Miami Heat.
The
Miami
That
Heat
Heat.
went all the way to the finals.
Yeah.
Heat went to the finals.
it's like everybody got you all got a chance, so you can be that team, and that was the point. You want teams that's almost there to keep playing
And the
because
Lakers did too last year. Remember, they played in the play-in, and then
yeah,
they got
right,
to the Western
right.
Conference Finals.
You can be that Lakers team. You can be that Miami Heat. Now you got 2 examples of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, y'all got a shot. If you're in the 9th, 10th spot, and you're in the 11th spot, you're like, yo, we one spot out of potentially getting into the regular playoffs. But the play-in, I mean, depending on who you talk to, is that the playoffs? Is it not? It's all the postseason to me. But you giving teams an opportunity to keep fighting, keep their motivation. Look, y'all not out of it yet, unless y'all the Wizards or the Pistons. Like unless y'all
or,
them
or,
teams,
or the
you got a
Spurs right
shot.
now.
Unless you one of them teams, you got a shot.
Put the
But
Spurs in there too.
uh, well, we already knew when Wemby is gonna be good, but he ain't gonna be life changing. Not at least not yet. So to the in season game, this is giving opportunities for all those young guns and those young cats to show off and show out. Because some of the vets, some of the vets took it seriously. Some it seemed like they didn't take it as seriously. But the money is always a great motivation. $500,000, even though it's probably chump change to the top tier NBA players, is not to the average NBA player. Let me tell you, okay,
I'll take that.
500K is not a bad deal at all. So just giving people more motivation to play basketball because that's what we want to see. Dre, we've said it for years upon years upon years. Basketball don't start until Christmas. And this is closing that gap a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like, all right, this is a tournament. You all know when folks get together in a tournament of any kind where there's a prize at the end, it's time for folks to show out. This is for when all them young guns to come out and show out. Like we got a new superstar now. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like that's giving them opportunity to put their name on the map. We can say, hey, remember him from the in-season tournament before Christmas time? Yeah, he's been showing out ever since. But that's when he got his start. Who knows when he would have been able to get that start? I mean that stardom to start. If this didn't happen, would have been that All-Star game or whatever. That's not until February. So so I'm cool with it. I was shaky on it, but um, I still don't quite understand it. But it seems like it's being beneficial to the NBA and the NBA players, and I mean, and us fans and watchers and analysts as a whole. So Adam Silver, if you got an idea, we rock with it, man, because he damn near batting 1,000 right now. No pun intended to Otani and them, but he looked like he's batting 1,000. So Adam Silver is doing a great job, like the great commissioner he is. His job is to move the NBA forward, and I think he's doing a great job at doing that.
Well, that's a perfect segue from one LA team to another. Cravante, you just mentioned his name.
But before you
Shohei.
go
Ahead,
ahead,
Raj. Go
one more thing.
Go ahead.
And not to mention, it can be tweaked. This is only the first iteration of it. It can be tweaked. They can make it until January if they want to. They can make it $1 million. There's a lot of things they can do with this.
And they can change the tiebreakers because I think there was a little debate about the point differential and how they should determine the wild cards. So I think it'll get better.
Exactly. So this is only the first iteration of it. Once they perfect it, it's going to be a whole new ball game for the NBA. I guarantee it. But
yes,
you can transition now.
And you know what?
That's great. That's great. We'll make sure we clip this and put this on the channel. This is a great discussion as well.
And real quick, I want to add to one last point to what Roger was saying about how good this tournament is. Do you realize the Pacers beat both Boston and Milwaukee on their way to the championship final matchup against the Lakers? Like that's the type of stuff that we want to see, because these are the two projected teams to come out of the East, and yet this upcoming young team beat both of them on their way there. So that's, like we said, hats off to Adam Silver for the continued job that he's doing, and the creativity too behind his commissionership.